I'll probably never love anyone this much again. That's how deeply I, Saku Nishikido, loved my fiancée, Ria Honda.
I'm sorry. I want to break up.
What? Even with someone you love, goodbyes eventually come. But I always thought that was a distant future. Turns out, it came much sooner than I imagined.
I was really happy when you proposed to me. But after living together before marriage, I started to feel like I just couldn't do it.
We had been living together for a year. I thought things were going well, but apparently, she didn't feel the same.
It's not your fault, Saku. I just started thinking maybe marriage isn't the only way to be happy. With work and friends, marriage can shrink all that, and you lose time for yourself, right? Saku, you've always dreamed of getting married and having kids, haven't you? So I want you to find happiness with someone else.
Wait! I don't have to get married if I can be with you, as long as we are together. We kept talking, though Ria struggled to put her feelings into words, but in the end, nothing changed.
Sorry, but I really don't want to get married.
Got it. Even in the middle of this breakup, all I can think of are the happy memories. At our coming-of-age class reunion, my longtime feelings for her reignited in an instant.
You've been working a lot lately. Just don't overdo it, okay?
Thanks, Ria. Ria always cared about me and worried about my health. I truly loved her, and I promised myself countless times that I would treasure her for the rest of my life.
I'm sorry. Thank you for everything, Saku.
She was without a doubt someone special to me, the one I loved most, who lived in my heart the longest. There was no way I could refuse her decision. Hope you find happiness. I didn't have the courage to stay in the home we shared, so a few days later, I packed only the essentials and left. Guess I'll look for a new place. Until then, hotel life. Or maybe I can tough it out at the net cafe. The more I think about how to explain this to my parents, who knew about the engagement, the more my mood sinks. A difference in values, huh? Maybe there's no fixing that. I don't want to think about anything right now. Under the cloudy sky, I finally let the tears fall. Good morning. Once again, I'm Saku Nishikido. I work in planning at a general trading company, age 28, with the title of section chief. Saku, what's wrong? You wanna talk about it?
Saku, want something sweet? You like sweets, right? Chief Nishikido, cheer up!
Surrounded by kind colleagues, I'm more down than I've ever been after my broken engagement. Sorry for worrying everyone. No, it's okay. Anyone would be down after getting dumped. Wait, dumped?
Manager, seriously?
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I'm fine, really. It's the truth anyway. I didn't want to cause any more trouble, so I tried to pull myself together before the day started. But then... What's this about? That's Ryoji Araki. He's also on the planning team and 2 years younger than me. Oh, Araki! Morning. Great weather today, huh? The manager sees Araki and scrambles to act casual, but Araki just stares at me. Saku, is it true? You got dumped? Yeah. Actually, it is. Apparently, we have different values. It is what it is. Tch! Did he just click his tongue? Oh, hey, Araki, chill, calm down. Note, Araki Ryoji, my junior, is not only the office heartthrob, but also known as the office mad dog. He really looks up to me, and anytime something bad happens to me, he goes totally feral. Ah, jeez, Ryoji, stay! Once I call his first name, like always, he finally starts to calm down. Thanks for getting mad for me, Araki. But it's over now. When I smiled, Araki just stared at me and went silent. Then, Saku, you free after work today? Huh?
Nice to meet you, Nishikito.
After work, Araki took me to an izakaya, and there, waiting for me, was an insanely beautiful woman. Kyoka Araki. Apparently, she's Ryoshi Araki's twin sister. Nice to meet you, though I think we've met once before, right? It was 5 years ago when Araki joined the company. After he got wasted at the welcome party, I walked him home and briefly met her at the door.
Wow, you remembered.
Of course I did. You thanked me so politely, and I thought, whoa, what a great little sister he's got. Back then, I was stunned to meet such a beautiful woman who looked just like Araki.
I see. You remembered me.
Kyoka repeats it like she's savoring the words. Tch, hey, Kyoka, you're way too obvious about being happy. She's been nagging me to let her meet you for a while now. Really?
Yes, I've asked him before, but my brother never let it happen, so I'm really glad it finally did.
Even though she's cool and collected, Kyoka expresses herself clearly, and I can't help but smile. Thanks for saying that, but Araki, why are you suddenly introducing me to your precious little sister? They looked at each other in confusion, then turned back and smiled at me in perfect sync. A new love is a cure for heartbreak, Saku.
Exactly what he said. In other words, I'd like to suggest... me.
Suggest? You kind of caught me off guard. I mean, Kyoka, you're honestly way out of my league.
Now then, please take a look at this.
A proposal?
In here, I've written everything about what kind of woman I am. My personality, my preferences, my measurements, even my birth weight.
Is that even okay?
Yes, of course. I'm a product. No, a woman who's sure to meet your expectations. So please take your time reading it. Oh, and if you like, I'm also open to being filled. Ow!
Hey, quit making things harder for Saku. You've got an interesting sister, Araki. Thanks to Araki's fist, Kyoka's presentation was brought to an abrupt end. Ugh, my head. The throbbing pain in my head wakes me up. Looks like I fell asleep without realizing it. What did I do last night again? Oh, right. Araki invited me out for drinks. And then he introduced me to his sister Kyoka. And she tried to sell herself to me, right? She really was beautiful.
Thank you so much, Saku.
Huh? I had thought the side of me felt unusually warm, but hearing her voice made me open my eyes. Right in front of me, under the same blanket, smiling blissfully, was Kyoka. Wait, what? Good morning?
Yes, good morning, Saku. No, I mean, Saku.
Huh? My own loud voice hits my hungover brain like a hammer. But now's not the time for that. Where are we? Don't tell me I did something while drunk?
Unfortunately, Saku doesn't seem to be that kind of careless man who'd do that. So nothing happened.
Kyoka lowers her brows in disappointment, which only throws me into deeper confusion.
This is the room you can come home to from now on. It's my...
Hey, Kyoka, don't go calling him Saku. Araki? What happened to your clothes? Huh? I sleep in just my boxers. As I find myself being hugged from behind by a body way more muscular than mine, my brain finally short-circuits. Later, I got them both to put on clothes and explain the situation. Apparently, I passed out drunk and they brought me back to their place. Sorry for all the trouble. Araki suddenly carried me all the way here. His strength must be incredible to carry a fully grown drunk man like that. And during the night, the Araki twins set up a room in their home for me to use.
They told me not to worry about looking for a new place. This room was just sitting empty anyway, so I should feel free to stay.
So I took them up on their offer, and then...
This omurice is way too good!
I want him as our housewife. I'm glad it suits your tastes. Wait. Housewife? Our? Since I was staying with them, I wanted to give something back, so I took charge of all the housework. I had trained hard in cooking and cleaning in place of Ria, who was never good at it, and that effort was finally paying off. Watching the Arakis happily going for seconds made me feel like my drifting heart had finally found a place to rest. Alright, I'm counting on you, Nishikido. Yes, I'll do my best to meet your expectations. After the broken engagement, I decided to throw myself into work more than ever. I even started accepting long-term business trips that I had been refusing due to Ria's wishes, and now my work is expanding. Lately, even when I think about Ria, I'm able to stay calm.
Welcome home, Saku!
Thanks, Kyoka. I'm still not used to being welcomed home every day with Kyoka's smile. Not that I haven't looked for an apartment, but there's a slight issue. I never expected Araki to go full beast mode whenever I try to move out. He really seems to love my cooking, but is this okay?
My brother's not with you today, huh?
Yeah, we got off work together, but he said he had something to do.
I see. So that means it's just the two of us for now?
Kyoka stares at me as if enjoying my reaction, and I'm completely thrown off again.
If you'd like, would you go on a date with me tonight?
Huh? Kyoka invited me, and we ended up at a stylish bar with a nice atmosphere. That dress looks really good on you.
I'm happy to hear that. It's my favorite one.
The dress emphasized her cool beauty and figure. Even the other customers couldn't take their eyes off her. She was that stunning. While we were deciding what to drink,
I broke up with my ex, Kazushi.
the moment I heard that familiar voice, I turned my head in shock. Standing there was my ex-fiancée, Ria Honda. She leaned close to a man, speaking sweetly with a soft expression and voice. It felt like a dagger stabbing me in the chest.
Hey, you're the one I want. Will you marry me?
What? She told me she wanted to live a life without marriage, that her values had changed. And now she's asking another guy to marry her? I don't get it. Let's see. Maybe someday, I might. From the sound of it, the guy doesn't seem interested in marriage. So I lost my fiancé to a guy who doesn't even want to get married?
Saku, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, sorry. It's nothing. No, I can't cause a scene here. Kyoka's with me after all. When I clenched my fist tight, she gently placed her hand over it. Kyoka? The warmth of her hand, laid over mine without a word, relaxed my tense body just a little. Then... Hey, miss. Wanna have a drink with me? Just as I was starting to feel calm again, the guy had the nerve to hit on Kyoka.
No, thank you. I only drink with men I like.
Oh, so you're the loyal type, huh?
Well, wait! I'm right here and you're hitting on... Huh? Saku! What are you doing here?
Maybe she didn't expect I'd be her companion's +1. Ria went pale in an instant. Just here for drinks with a friend. What about you? You two seem pretty cozy. Is he your boyfriend?
Well...
I guess we're technically dating. She was apparently engaged, but seems she fell hard for me.
Well, wait! Kazushi!
The guy, who clearly doesn't know who I am, kindly explains everything. Seems Ria had fallen for him and started cheating. So your changed values were a lie.
That's not. I just wanted to take marriage more seriously.
You were just begging him to marry you earlier, though. Was I not enough? My calm tone of questioning makes Ria visibly panic. Then, as if snapping, she glares at me and blurts out in a sneering tone.
Yeah, that's right. Even after we moved in, you stayed a lowly team leader, never got promoted, no raise. When I met someone cooler and richer, how could I not be drawn to him? The thought of losing time with Kazushi if I got married, I couldn't take it.
Hearing her true feelings for the first time, I'm in shock. I never imagined she saw me that way.
Kazushi is younger than you, and already a CEO. You were kind, sure, but even so What is happiness, really?
Her question lands like a brick wall.
Is it about money? Or being married with children? Is it a life with zero uncertainty? Or maybe betraying someone who loved you and living a lie? Is that what you call happiness? Huh? Everyone has a different idea of happiness. There's no single answer. But the path you chose was wrong.
Kyoka's cutting words leave Ria speechless and frozen. Well said. Her choice was definitely the wrong one.
Whoa, wait! Kazushi! Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? You got tricked by my looks and money and picked the wrong future. I'm what they call polyamorous. I'm never getting married.
Polyamorous?
Polyamory, as Kazushi calls it, is having romantic relationships with multiple people. To outsiders, it may look like cheating, but there's one key difference. That is, everyone involved consents to the relationship. You said yourself when we met, you didn't care if I had multiple lovers. So I accepted you, but if you want marriage, that's a different story. I can't love just one woman. Even if people call me gross, I can't change that. So, if you wanted someone who'd only look at you, you shouldn't have picked me.
No way!
I don't care if you have other lovers. That line, said in a moment of passion, ended up weighing more than Ria could have imagined. Hey, mister, wanna switch seats? I would really love to talk to your friend. Kyoka's fingers squeeze mine just slightly under the bar. I feel that, and I tell him. Sorry, but I can't. I'm on a date right now.
Saku...
Come on, Kyoka. Why couldn't you just stay home? Ryoji enters, clearly exasperated. I did think something was off. Despite being a popular place, we were the only customers. Thanks for the tip, master. Behind the counter, the kind, dandy-looking bartender gives a small smile. Apparently, this man is both the bar's owner and a private investigator. You idiot!
Ow!
Just like before, Ryoji gives her a light but firm bop on the head, clearly pulled his punch. Didn't I tell you to keep this from Saku?
I told you I didn't agree to that. I couldn't keep quiet forever.
Huh? Keep what from me? It was that night I got drunk and it was carried home by Ryoji and Kyoka.
Hey bro, aren't you gonna tell Saku the truth?
Not yet. I can't watch this guy get hurt anymore. We've got 3 years. For now, I don't want to see him cry again. Yeah, the Araki siblings had known all along that Ria had cheated on me. Sorry, Saku. I was gonna tell you. I gathered evidence on the affair and planned to tell you to call off the wedding. But before I could, you broke it off, for a completely different reason. I see. So that's why he lost it at work that day. Ryoji knew everything all along. Looking sheepish and apologetic, Ryoshi looks more like a scolded puppy than the mad dog he's known as. But
Wait a second. What do you mean, evidence? You gathered it, you?
then Ryoshi's expression goes cold. He slams a thick envelope onto the counter. Several photos spill out across the bar, clear proof of the affair.
What is this?
Thought I would just get a little dirt, but once I hired the PI, it just kept coming. Honestly, even I was shocked. Apparently, Ryoshi once caught them red-handed, and that's what made him hire a private investigator. The result? For the past 3 months, there had been multiple meetings between them. This. Even I can't forgive. I'm going to request compensation for the broken engagement. The statute of limitations for claiming compensation is 3 years. You've still got time. Araki must have done a lot of research and thinking for my sake. 3 years. That was the window he planned for, hoping I would heal through a new love with Kyoka. He was going to tell me the truth only after my heart had moved on.
No way! I can't afford to pay compensation! Kazushi, help me! I'll be fine being one of your many girlfriends!
Sorry. Forgot to mention, I quit being a CEO. Handed things off to my successor.
No!
Oh, and Saku, congrats on the promotion next quarter. You're heading up the planning department now, right? I heard you finally got back on track with your career after taking on long-term projects and stuff. Mad respect, man. Her dream CEO dumps her, and the man she left behind gets promoted. Ria finally breaks down in tears. After that, Ria tried to come crawling back once she got dumped by her real boyfriend. But
Excuse me? Ria Honda. You're that woman from before.
the one who showed up wasn't me. It was Kyoka.
Why don't we have a little talk? I don't have anything to talk to you about. Oh, don't say that. Just a minute of your time. You know, we didn't show up at that bar by coincidence. We got intel on you. Originally, only my brother was going to approach you. He didn't want to tell Saku about your cheating, but I disagreed. Because it doesn't sit right with me that after cheating you could still be loved so by Saku. What? Saku, what are you doing? You'll catch a cold standing out here. Were you thinking about something?
It was the night after I moved in with the Araki siblings. While I was zoning out on the balcony, Kyoka came to check on me. Yeah. I just keep thinking about what I should have done differently. She meant a lot to me, I said with a pained smile. Kyoka just quietly stayed beside me.
After you broke up, he said he couldn't help wondering if there could have been a future where you were happy together. Isn't that messed up? You're the one who cheated. Yet you're still living beautifully inside his pure heart. I wanted you gone from his heart, even if it meant hurting him.
Kyoka's face takes on a yandere-like coldness. Ria starts shaking.
Huh? What are you? He's going to become someone who only sees me, who only loves me. There's not even 1 millimeter of love left for you. He's the kind, gentle man who cleaned a stain off my dress and told me I looked beautiful. So I told him the truth about you. But don't worry. I'll spend my whole life making sure he's happy now.
Hey, Araki! Just as I came out of the office with Araki,
Yeah! What is with this feral beast?
Araki went full mad dog and stormed after Ria with wild fury. After that, Ria paid the compensation and was left penniless. She vanished without a trace. I have no idea what became of her. Nice to meet you. Sorry, Araki totally blacked out. That was the day I first met Kyoka. She was wearing the same dress she wore that night at the bar.
Sorry about my brother. Hope he didn't cause too much trouble.
No, not at all. Oh, wait. Your lovely dress is stained here. She let me touch the fabric, and I carefully removed the stain. There, all clean. It really suits you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well then, I'll be off. Come to think of it, the place I dropped Araki off at that night wasn't the house I live in now. Maybe they moved? That thought quickly faded as Kyoka spoke.
That night, I fell for your kindness. I've loved you ever since.
With that memory now clear, Kyoka confessed to me. I've been supported by your kindness so many times too. If someone like me is good enough, will you go out with me? Everyone's happiness looks different. It's not something others can decide for you. But for me, loving one special person with everything I have, that's where I find happiness. So, wait, does this mean Araki is gonna be my brother-in-law? Man, I was supposed to be your mentor, and now I'm gonna be your brother-in-law? Unbelievable. You can call me bro if you want. I'm not calling you that. I don't like that Kyoka took Saku away from me, but I guess I'll rather have that than let some other woman do it. Not that I had any clue he was thinking that way. Well, I hate to leave you lovebirds, but I'm heading out. Huh? But this is your house too, right? What are you talking about? Wait, Kyoka, you told me I had to say something, but you never did either. Saku, this place? It's a room Kyoka set up just for the two of you to live together. What? Looks like there's still sides of her I don't know.
Oh, amazing. So this is theater. Back in middle school, I went to see a play for the first time. The performance was Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. To be honest, I always thought theater seemed kind of stiff and formal. But what I saw was a stage full of dazzling actors, playful gimmicks, and ad-libs. I was instantly captivated by the world of theater. Whoa, no way! The girls from AO High are on another level. Yo, what are you guys talking about? I'm Makoto Ichijo, a third-year student at Love Koi High School. As a senior, whether I have a dream or not, I have to decide my path. College or a job. Look, Makoto! We're going out with some AO High girls today. Whoa! They're super cute. Hey, can I come too?
Sounds interesting. If Makoto's going, maybe I should go too.
Momoka? Come on, you know I was just joking.
I'll listen to your excuses later. I'm borrowing him for a bit.
She's Momoka Eizawa. Not only is she cute, but she's kind to everyone and is one of the most popular girls in class. Also my girlfriend. Her dragging me away while I desperately resist has become such a common sight in class that no one even bothers commenting anymore. They just smirk at us. Hey, forget all that. Let's take a group photo. Huh? Why all of a sudden?
Well, I don't mind. Oh, is my hair okay?
Momoka, you're next to me. Everyone hurry up. Alright, smile. 3, 2, 1. We're all going to leave this place and move on with our lives. And new students will naturally take our seats in this classroom. Still, I hope that this moment, this single moment, shines as something irreplaceable for all of us.
Wow! You got into Keita University? Your future is set! Congratulations, Makoto!
On a date with Momoka at a cafe one day, the conversation naturally turned to future plans. By the way, Keita University is considered the most prestigious private university in the country. Thanks, but I'm not going to Keita. I'm planning to go to Seimei Academy instead.
Seimei Academy? That low-ranked Christian school? What are you planning to become, a priest? That's a good joke.
I'm serious. I want to be an actor. Ever since that day in middle school when I fell in love with theater, I've known this is the only path for me. So I spent my weekends hanging out at a friend's house. His parents were actors. I studied acting all day, sometimes even getting to take part in his theater group's rehearsals. I've been working at it step by step. Seimei Academy has been rapidly expanding its theater program for the past 4 years, and has started collaborating with the universities overseas. I took the Keida entrance exam because my parents are elitists who have always opposed my dream. But just the other day, I finally convinced them. They said I could go to Seimei Academy, so...
No way! Having a boyfriend from a school like that would be so embarrassing.
Momoka?
I knew you were into theater, but I thought it was just a hobby. Makoto, you're smart enough to get into Keida. If you put your mind to it, you could have any successful career you want. Think about it, okay? My father is a high-ranking executive at Japan's leading car manufacturer, X. Do you really think my boyfriend should be some no-name actor who may never make it big? No, you should go into politics. My father can pull some strings and get you a spot with the Nippon Peace Party. So, you'll be considered, right, Makoto?
I had no choice but to accept it. I could never truly understand her, and she could never understand me. Momoka, we should break up.
Well, why? Why won't you understand me?
That goes both ways. I can't be the perfect boyfriend you want, and I don't intend to be. And like you said, my future is uncertain, so I can't ask you to stay with me through that. That's why we should break up. And so, I ended my high school days without the person I thought I'd spend them with, and moved forward toward my dream. At Seimei Academy, I spent my days studying both academics and theater. And then... Whoa! This is nothing like a Japanese university. This is Ford University, a prestigious institution in the UK and the sister school of Seimei Academy. As an exchange student, I joined the Ford University Theater Association. But my journey turned out to be far more challenging than I had imagined. Oh, that this too solid flesh will melt, though, and resolve itself into a dew. I was performing lines from Hamlet in a rehearsal at the Theater Association. The director let out a sigh and simply said, "Next." I had passion, but I lacked grace. That was the verdict of my acting that day. I'm exhausted. Finally, dinner, even if I'm eating alone. The dorm cafeteria is one of Ford University's famous spots, even used as a filming location for movies. At first, I was amazed, but now I've gotten used to it. Sightseeing in the UK is the last thing on my mind. Even after all my hard work, using British English in acting is completely different, and I'm nowhere near the level of my peers. But I convinced my parents and made it all the way here. I have to keep pushing myself.
I really love your acting, Makoto.
Startled by the Japanese, I turn around and see my theater group friends standing at the cafeteria entrance. They were worried about me.
Your acting is so hot. It makes me feel the love.
Don't just stand there. Come, sit down. Have a seat. That night, I spent time with my theater friends, deepening our bond. Excuse me, miss?
What is it?
While out for a morning jog, I saw a woman ahead of me drop an envelope. I hurriedly picked it up. Sorry for stopping you so suddenly. You dropped this.
Oh, how kind of you. Hearing Japanese here almost makes me forget I'm in England.
She gave me a graceful smile and bowed slightly, and thought that would be the end of our interaction, but... Oh, when my eyes did see Olivia first. Methought she purged the ear of pestilence. That night, the Ford University Theater Association held a performance, and that woman came to watch. The play was Twelfth Night, a comedy about Viola, who is separated from her brother in an accident and disguises herself as a man to serve a noble, Orsino.
The actor playing Orsino. Makoto Ichijo. Even here in faraway England, there's a Japanese person burning with such passion for life.
Our play ended in great success. The curtain call was met with cheers and applause. And when I stepped out of the theater, she was there waiting for me.
Makoto Ichijo, let's meet again in Japan. I will build a willow cabin at your gate and call upon my soul within the house of love.
With flushed cheeks and a radiant smile, she shouts Viola's line from Twelfth Night, expressing her unfulfilled love for her lord. It's not a line meant to be spoken with a smile, but she's omitted part of it. So she must be doing it on purpose. It warms my heart. After returning to Japan and graduating from university, I joined a theater troupe called Blue Hour. Great work today, Kanzaki. There's a massive line of fans waiting outside again. After today's performance, I called out to Maon Kanzaki, the troupe's star actress. She often plays male roles, using both her beauty and her acting skills to great effect. She's also someone I look up to, but...
Really? Tell me, were there any handsome men? Any charming gentlemen?
From what I saw, they were all women.
What? I was sure today was the day my Prince Charming, who fell in love with my performance, would come sweep me off my feet.
Actually, the better you play a prince, the more female fans you seem to attract.
Makoto, you're so mean.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would expect this from our prince. Maon had no energy to greet her fans and was trying to slip away in disguise. Her fans were used to her moves. Then, near the theater entrance, a woman was arguing with security.
My lady, is something troubling you? I need to see Makoto Ichijo.
Just as I was about to follow Maon and leave, I heard, "Wait, you're..." There stood the woman who had shouted Viola's line for me in England. Her name is Yukino Ichinose. She's 2 years older than me, 26, and the daughter of a company president.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't let that connection we had back then fade away.
No, I'm happy to see our connection from England continue like this. But it's already late. If you'd like, shall we meet again on the next holiday? From then on, Yukino and I started going on regular dates.
So Makoto, you've been interested in theater since middle school?
Yes, seeing my first play captivated me. But I was also deeply moved by the guest director's words that day. Elijah Grant, director of Griffin Theatre, one of England's most renowned theatre companies. He had the beauty and charisma of an actor himself, standing tall on stage the day I first saw a play.
The magic of the stage you have witnessed was completed the moment you stepped into the theater.
His British English was instantly translated into Japanese by the interpreter.
And now I ask you all, have you even for a moment imagined yourself standing upon the stage? Weaving words, living like fire, leaping into the magic of it all. Even if a part of you has felt that way, then you are already one of us.
That moment, I was completely entranced by the world of theater. And I knew deep down, I wanted to stand on the stage he created. So you studied acting after that? You even performed Romeo and Juliet at your high school festival. Yes, it was well received. Though people said my usual personality and the role were such a contrast. A little rude, don't you think?
Based on my impression of you, I'd guessed you played Benvolio.
I was surprised. She was right. I had played Benvolio, Romeo's best friend.
Kind-hearted, well-loved, cautious yet passionate. It suits you perfectly.
I wouldn't say I'm that great, but I appreciate it. Thank you. So, Yukino, is Shakespeare your favorite?
Yes. I've been captivated by his work since middle school. What's your favorite?
Shall we say that at the same time? 1, 2... Twelfth Night. We answered in perfect unison. Yukino smiled triumphantly. It's also the play that brought us together. Before long, Yukino and I started dating. Wanted her to recognize me as an actor. I trained harder than ever.
Makoto, you've been on fire lately. Must be thanks to Yukinon, huh?
Days of Maon teasing me weren't bad either. At some point, Maon and Yukino had become close friends. Time passed, and
Are we really allowed in here?
yeah, I got special permission. That day we were alone together at Blue Hours Theater. By the way, Yukino, you remember 12 Nights Lines?
I could recite them here and now.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Right now, you're Viola, and I'm Orsino. Take my hand, from this day forth, you shall be your lord's wife. It's Orsino's line from the moment he learns Cicero's true identity as Viola and confesses his feelings. Inside the box in my hand was an emerald ring, the same color as Yukino's eyes.
I'd rather not say my answer here. If I were gone, you'd grieve as I would. Let me stay by your side for life.
A few months later, Aizawa, was organizing photos on her phone in her room. She came across a picture from our third year of high school, one I had taken.
How nostalgic. But honestly, dating someone like him is just a stain on my past. I never hear his name as an actor. I doubt he's doing anything significant. This is what happens when you ignore my advice. Serves him right.
Just as she carelessly deletes the photo, a knock echoes in the room.
Momoka, our president's daughter is getting married. It'll be a massive wedding. You'll be attending as a part of my family.
Of course! I'll carry myself with pride as my father's daughter.
She accepts the invitation with confidence. However,
Well, what did you say? Impossible! The daughter of X's president is marrying that Makito Ichijo?
yes, as it turns out, Yukino is the daughter of the president of the company, where Aizawa's father is an executive.
So that means Makoto's status is now higher than mine? I won't allow it.
What's wrong? Something about the groom?
What's wrong? This man dumped me without even listening properly.
Is that so? But it's true that he's marrying the president's daughter. Just be sure you don't do anything rude to Yukino. Think of my position.
I can't accept this.
Relax. I found you a match too. A future prime minister candidate.
Really?
Yeah. But if you cause any trouble, the engagement might be cut off. So behave yourself.
Understood. I don't want to see him, but this is a great opportunity to expand my connections. I'll attend the wedding and carry myself as a graceful and dignified lady.
Such a shameless girl. In this regard, she really takes after me.
Then came the wedding day, and the ceremony proceeded without issue.
Aw, congratulations to you both. I can't believe you're leaving me behind to be happy together. But I love you both so much. Seriously, congratulations. Yukinon, be happy. Thank you, Maon.
After the ceremony, Yukino and I made our way around the banquet, greeting guests. Even I almost got teary-eyed because of Kanzaki. As we moved around the venue, my body tensed as we approached one particular table. It's been a while, Aizawa. I was surprised when I heard you'd be attending.
It has been a while. Makoto, do you know her? Oh, I remember now. You two dated back in high school, didn't you?
When discussing the guest list, I had already told Yukino about my past with Aizawa.
Well, since they ended things on good terms, let's leave it at that. Once again, congratulations, Ichijo, Yukino.
Thank you.
We sincerely appreciate you attending today. Thanks to Aizawa's father, the situation didn't become too awkward. Or at least, that was the plan.
By the way, Ichijo, do you do any work in dramas or movies? I wouldn't know since I don't keep up with the recent ones.
Aizawa asks with a smile, but there's a hint of condescension in her tone.
Maybe I'm just ignorant, but I've never heard of Makoto Ichijo. Oh, but actors use stage names, don't they? Maybe yours is famous.
She doesn't even consider the possibility that I might be successful. Her expression makes it clear she sees me as beneath her. Has she changed? Or had I simply failed to see her true nature? I regretted ever dating her.
See? For example, at that table, those are all famous actors still active in international films. There's Daniel from Kingsman and Stephanie from Mare Hatter. I assume they're Yukino's guests. If you became as famous as them, I'm sure Yukino would be proud. So you should work harder.
Just as Eizawa glanced toward a particular table,
Makoto, you still not come here? I want to talk soon.
one of them waves at me. I signal with my eyes that I'll come over later, and they smiled in response.
Wait, you know them? What's going on?
What's going on? They're friends from my time in England. Thanks to enrolling to Seimei Academy, I got the chance to study theater abroad. The Ford University Drama Association is well known in this field. Many stars from the British theater and film industry come from there. Incidentally, my first ever play was also produced by the Ford University Drama Association.
Makoto honed his acting skills through this exchange program. After returning to Japan, he joined Blue Hour, one of the country's top-tier theater troupes. But even if his friends and troupe are impressive, that doesn't prove he's any good. Sure, even within the same troupe, actors vary in skill, but...
Apparently fed up with the noise, Kanzaki appears in full actor mode.
Makoto is one of the most talented actors in our troupe. His passion and relentless effort have brought his talent to full bloom. If you insult him, as his senior, I won't stand for it. Ah! Executive Aizawa, your daughter doesn't seem to understand, but Makoto is a theater actor. If you'd like, I'll send you tickets to Blue Hour's next performance. Please come as a family. Now then.
Yes. Wishing you both a lifetime of happiness.
The fact that she said it to her father, my wife might have a bit of a mischievous streak. Later, as planned, Eizawa's father arranged a marriage for her.
Momoka, this is Asaoka, a rising star in the Nippon Peace Party. I'm Hiroki Asaoka. Pleased to meet you.
Wow! Handsome and highly educated, as expected of my father. I'm Momoko Aizawa. Nice to meet you.
They quickly got married, but their story didn't end in happiness.
Why did this scandal have to break after we got married? Ugh!
Momoka, get a hold of yourself. It was an administrative mistake, not intentional.
Hiroki Asaoka, once touted as a future prime minister, was exposed in a slush-found scandal and fell from grace. And...
What the hell are you looking at? I'm a Nippon Peace Party politician, the future prime minister. Stop it, Asaoka!
After a night out with lobbyists, Asaoka drunkenly berated civilians, ending his political career. Furthermore, Eizawa's father, who had been at the same meeting, was forced to step down as an executive at XZ. With either her father nor her husband to rely on, Eizawa shut herself away, heartbroken.
Do your best, you two. I'll do my best to find my own Prince Charming in Japan.
Meanwhile, after making a name for myself in Japan, I finally achieved my dream of joining the Griffin Theater, led by Elijah. And thanks to her father's arrangement, Yukino was able to work at the company's UK branch.
Mom, I'll make sure to contact you at least once a week.
I look forward to the day we can perform together again. Time passed, and my first year after debuting in England was coming to an end. The final performance of the year was Romeo and Juliet. I once again played Benvolio, just like in high school. After the certain call, amid the applause and cheers, I stepped out of the theater. And there she was, Yukino, just like that day.
Benvolio, my love is as boundless as the sea, my devotion as deep. The more I give to you, the more I have, for both are infinite.
In the play, Juliet professes her love to Romeo. I'm not Romeo, but I accept those words without hesitation. I love you too. Our lives don't come with pre-written endings, like in a story. We walk on paths unpaved, uncertain where they led. But if we step forward with all our hearts, even the most thorn-filled road will take us somewhere. And sometimes, that path shines brighter than any story ever could.
No matter how far I try to push it away, this feeling tries to come back whenever it finds a gap. So I decided to seal it away deep inside my heart and only look at the path I should walk. Yet,
Takahide, leave me alone!
do whatever you want. What awaited me was my first big fight with her, and her storming out of the room at the end of it. I couldn't pull off the surprise. 3 months earlier, I was having a video call at home with my former boss, department head Isaka. To headquarters? My name is Takahide Nogari. I'm a 29-year-old salesman working at a local advertising agency, Love Koi Kikaku. While I initially worked at the headquarters when I joined the company 4 years ago, department head Isaka, who had taken good care of me, lost a power struggle within the company. And I, too, was transferred here to a company on the verge of bankruptcy. But...
That's right. You don't have to languish in the branch office anymore. I want you to demonstrate your abilities under me again.
once again, there was a political upheaval at headquarters. Department head Isaka regained a prominent position and is trying to call me back. That's happy news, but...
What? I thought you'd be more pleased.
I faltered. Certainly, I have a dream of starting my own business. And for that reason, my true desire is to be tempered once more in the fiercely competitive advertising world of the city. Department head Isaka, I'm sorry. It's a very honorable offer, but I don't intend to return to headquarters.
I see. Well, it's you. I'm sure you're worried about the future of Love Koi Kikaku.
He hit the nail on the head. The people who come to mind are those at the company, and I've developed an attachment to them.
You're our savior. Thanks to you, we were saved from the brink of bankruptcy. Thank you.
President Okanaka and everyone at the company genuinely admire me. And then there's Noah.
I'm sorry for Takahide-kun being transferred, but I'm really grateful to have met you thanks to that.
Yes, Love Koi Kikaku has become like family to me now, and I'm on the verge of marrying one of my colleagues. So, I tried to suppress my feelings about returning to headquarters and move forward with my relationship with Noah, but...
I'm going to decline the offer to return to headquarters. First of all, I've never even heard of such an offer. You're going to decide on such an important matter without consulting me? Am I not your girlfriend?
Just as I offered her cake to start the main topic, Noah exploded in anger. I, too, was blamed for the decision I made for our future, and the argument escalated with tit-for-tat exchanges. And that's how it ended, with her storming out of the room after our first fight. The next morning, I went to work with a heavy heart and was called in by President Okanaka. Excuse me, President, you called for me? My voice trailed off. There was an unfamiliar person there.
Oh, you're here, Nogari-kun. Let me introduce you. This is Kawade-kun, who will be working as your replacement starting today. Please hand over your duties to him before you return to headquarters.
I'm Tetsuro Kawade. Pleased to meet you. I couldn't hide my agitation at this person named Kawade, who bowed his head as he spoke. Only the president knew that I had received an offer to return to headquarters, but... the official transfer order hasn't been issued yet, so what's the meaning of this?
Kawade-kun is a salesman who used to work at Soprano Advertising. I'm sure he'll be a good replacement for you.
I've heard about your great work, Mr. Nogari. Huh? Soprano Advertising is a competitor of our headquarters, right? Then he must be competent. Is it just me, or does he seem to have a sinister look in his eyes? Yes, I got tired of the hustle and bustle of the city and moved here after resigning a few months ago. But I pride myself on being a natural salesman, so please rest assured. I will surely lead this company even after Mr. Nogari is gone. Huh? Did you just say gone or no longer here?
What are you talking about? Come on, let's introduce Kawade-kun to everyone. And of course, let's celebrate your return to headquarters.
No, President, somehow, right now.
Everyone, listen up. Our hero, Nogari-kun, who saved our company, has decided to return to headquarters. And this is Kawade-kun, whom he has chosen as his successor. But first, let's celebrate Nogari-kun's return to headquarters. Everyone, applaud!
I was enveloped in a thunderous applause.
Congratulations!
As expected!
Words of congratulations were directed at me one after another. Of course, everyone meant well, but I'm worried about everyone and still undecided. With mixed feelings, I averted my gaze, and there I saw Noah, standing apart from the celebratory circle. Later, I brought Kawade-kun to Katawa Brewery, one of our clients, for the handover. Although it's called a brewery, it's actually a sales agency for local craft beers.
I see. I heard that President Katawa's skills have made these local beers popular nationwide.
Yeah, and every year around this time, they entrust our company with creating an advertising video for the summer beer sales campaign. It's a job that accounts for a large portion of our first half sales, so
I understand. You want me to take over this project.
he has a way of saying things that sometimes rubs me the wrong way. But perhaps that's just my oversensitivity due to my indecision. Well, let's go. Unable to make up my mind, I simply went with the flow and entered the company with Kawade-kun.
Oh, returning to headquarters? That's wonderful news.
We were shown into the president's office. When I reported the handover, President Katawa was as happy as if it were his own matter.
It's been 4 years already, hasn't it? Since I received a cold call from Nogari-kun and Nao-chan.
Yes, this was the first client I gained after coming to Love Koi Kikaku. Memories of the day the contract was signed came flooding back.
We did it, Mr. Nogari! As expected of someone from headquarters.
It's all thanks to Kanzaki-san for creating such a wonderful promo. It's hard to believe she's a fresh graduate. In the oppressive atmosphere of a company on the verge of bankruptcy, Noah, a fresh graduate, and I, who had been transferred, worked tirelessly and won this major contract. I think that's when the atmosphere in the company started to change. And that's also the day our relationship began.
So, how about puppy thrown from the terrace?
That voice snapped me back to reality. Kawade-kun was currently discussing the name of a new craft beer with President Katao.
No, I think that would be overshadowed by the impact of Wednesday's cat.
Wait! No way! That would cause a firestorm!
Well, wouldn't you be curious about what it tastes like?
If I were a consumer, I'd be more concerned about the developer's sanity than the taste of the beer.
Don't you agree, President Katao?
Hey, that's a rude way to ask!
Well, now, both of you.
In the end, President Katawa was left trying to smooth things over, and an awkward silence filled the room. Hey, what was that meeting about?
What do you mean?
On our way back from the nerve-wracking meeting, I confronted him. You were butting in too much after that, too, even about logistics and pricing. We're an advertising agency.
Well, I learned a lot from business owners in the city in my previous job. I was just giving some advice to the president of this small-town company.
I couldn't believe my ears. My tone naturally became heated. Hey, sure, the city is a fiercely competitive advertising scene, but that doesn't give you the right to look down on the countryside. And like when you were asked for beer name suggestions, your proposals are way too outlandish. I like to add surprise elements to my plans, and I value them, but...
Shut up!
What?
Don't whine when you're leaving, just leave it to me. This small-town job is way too easy and boring for me anyway. Oh, but Noah-chan, was it? I'm looking forward to working with that cute girl.
Hey, don't lay a finger on Noah.
Oh my. That's rich coming from the guy who had a big fight with her and is now being given the cold shoulder.
I was at a loss for words. Yes, while everyone was celebrating my return to headquarters, Noah was the only one standing apart. Since we're usually a close couple, that scene stood out, and news of our fight quickly spread throughout the company. We had a fight, but we didn't break up. But you're going to headquarters. You and me, separated? Who do you think she'll choose? Leaving those words behind, Kawade returned to the company. I couldn't bring myself to follow him immediately. As Kawade said, Noah has always been the creative director in charge of this project. Back at the company, Kawade immediately took advantage of that and approached her. Hey, Noah-chan, how are the ideas for the beer commercial coming along? Oh, right, let's go grab dinner. I'll give you some advice. But Noah remained completely unfazed. Seeing this from the corner of my eye, I breathed a sigh of relief. Wait, Noah! After Kawade left, I called out to her. After a night's sleep, my head had cleared and I apologized. I'm sorry for not consulting you, but
And? What are you going to do about returning to headquarters?
I'm still not sure. I do want to go back to headquarters with an eye on starting my own business, but I also like everyone here and I'm worried about them. And then there's our future, Noah. So yesterday, actually,
It seems I was right after all.
Huh? What? Wait a minute, Noah. For the next few days, despite my distrust, Kawade seemed to be doing his job properly. Noah-chan, I'd like to see the past materials for the beer campaign.
I've compiled them here.
Wow, you work fast!
You're a little too close. Please keep your distance.
Noah, she's not making up with me, but she doesn't seem to be falling for Kawade's charms either. Phew. Kawade is at least serious about his work. Maybe I'm being too suspicious. Thinking this, I watched Noah leave and quietly slipped away. So...
She's a tough nut to crack. Then there's no point in using her anymore.
Oh dear, she's already gone. I didn't hear those words Kawade muttered to himself. That night, I was having a video call with department head Isaka. Unusually, he was the one who called me.
So, you're coming back?
Yes, well, if the transfer order is issued, I can't really refuse.
But I wanted you to come back of your own volition. That's why I didn't issue the order.
Yes, I had finally decided to accept the offer to return to headquarters. Love Koikikaku seems to be doing fine. Indeed, Love Koikikaku seemed to be running smoothly without any problems. I was worried about Noah, but the atmosphere wasn't conducive to moving our relationship forward right now.
I invited you to headquarters, but are you really sure about this? It's the company you rebuilt, isn't it?
Yes, the man the president hired as my replacement seems competent enough.
Oh?
His name is Kawade. I heard he used to work at Soprano Advertising until recently. Department head Isaka's eyebrows twitched slightly. Is something wrong?
No, I just used to see people from that company a lot at competitions when I was working in the field. I still keep in touch with some of them. I think I heard the name Kawade mentioned as a troublemaker. Apparently he...
The next morning, a female employee rushed up to me as I arrived at work with a grim expression.
Mr. Nogari, it's terrible. Come quickly. Apparently, Mr. Kawade directly appealed to the president to remove Kanzaki-san from the Kato Brewery project. And Kanzaki-san overheard it, and the office is in chaos now.
What? Just as she said, the office was in an uproar.
Why should I be removed? I've been the creative director for the beer campaign for 4 years. This is outrageous, President.
I'm saying I want to review it from scratch. President, you're leaving this matter to me, right?
Well, that...
The president was stammering. No wonder. He was caught between Kawade, whom he had brought in as my replacement, and Noah, who had been in charge for a long time.
I'm not saying I won't leave it to you. We'll just have an internal competition to reselect the director. If you say you're the best person for the job, prove it.
This is the information I got from department head Isaka. I can't believe it came in handy so quickly. Hey, Kawade-kun, is this competition really fair?
What are you? The guy who's leaving shouldn't interfere.
Kawade, noticing my presence, tried to brush me off, but faltered when he saw my expression.
Department head Isaka has an acquaintance at Soprano Advertising, and he seems to have heard about you from that person. About how you are forced to resign. That's...
Voluntary resignation? What do you mean?
He was considered a problem because he would use his position to pressure female creators and designers into relationships. His main tactic was to offer them positions on projects he was in charge of, giving them preferential treatment in internal competitions and such.
No way.
Yes, he was initially targeting Noah, but since she didn't give in, he removed you. And tried to use the bait of your replacement position to approach someone else. Don't be ridiculous. I was just trying to improve the project. Kawade tried to defend himself, but then a hand shot up.
Actually, he said that to me yesterday. He asked if I would go out with him if he made me the creative director for this project. I didn't take him seriously at that time, but...
Her statement caused everyone to glare at Kawade. He's totally guilty!
He's the worst.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me with those eyes. Kawade looked at with disdain, clutched his head and sank to his knees. That was the moment he lost his place in the company. I was about to try to calm the situation when... President Katao, what can I do for you? Perhaps I answered the phone in an unconventional way because I had a bad feeling at that point. And, as expected... Hey, put that chest hair having delusional creepy bastard on the phone! Huh? Chest hair having? Delusional? What? The ominous atmosphere made everyone's eyes focus on me. Are you referring to Kawade? Did he do something? Haven't you heard? Then you bring that chest hair having delusional creepy bastard to me right now. Or I'm cutting off all business with Love Koikikaku. No, but President Katao. The call cut off abruptly. Hey Kawade, what the hell did you do? I asked Kawade, suppressing my anger. But then I finally realized that Kawade was gone. Wait, where's Kawade?
Wait, he's right. He was just here.
No way, he disappeared.
Nogari-kun, what in the world happened?
Well, I'm not entirely sure of the details, but actually... I explained the situation. Everyone's faces clouded over.
But Katao Brewery is our biggest client. If they cut us off this company...
Imagining the worst case scenario, a heavy silence fell over the room. No, it's not over yet. It's not decided yet.
Takahide-kun.
I'll go meet with President Katao now. I'm the closest to him. We need to assess the situation first.
Yes, let's leave it to Nogari-kun. Everyone else, search for Kawade-kun.
Yes.
Damn it, how did this happen? Driving the company car, I couldn't help but curse. I had my doubts about Kawade, but my indecision about returning to headquarters made me realize the situation too late. If I had intended to stay with this company, if I had been prepared to stay with Noah, even if it meant suppressing my own ambitions. Damn it, please let this be a situation that can still be salvaged. And so, I arrived at Katawa Brewery and was led by the receptionist to the president's office.
President, Mr. Nogari from Love Koikikaku is here.
It's Nogari, excuse me. I suppressed my urge to rush in and passed through the door opened by the receptionist. But when I entered the president's office, there was no one inside. The curtains were drawn and the lights were off. Where is President Katao? Wait, what? I tried to ask the receptionist, but she closed the door without saying a word. And then it became completely dark. What? What's going on? As I panicked, a video started playing on the large monitor on the desk. Huh? Is this the advertising video for the beer campaign? Wait, did we make this? My bewilderment increased, but then I finally realized. No, there are even new products. This is this year's video. But why does this exist? But I forgot all about those questions and became captivated by the video. Wow, this is amazing! It's easy to understand, consumer-oriented, and yet it has a playful touch. As the video ended and I was basking in the afterglow, the light switch clicked and the room lit up.
I turned around in surprise, and there,
Surprise!
I was stunned by the people who were there. Huh? Noah? The president? President Katao? Everyone? And even Kawade? Everyone smiles and the commercial I had just watched. My brain gradually pieced together the situation. So, it was a prank?
Yes? Yes. It's a farewell party for Takahide-kun. We asked President Katao to cooperate as well.
It's for Nogari-kun, so I was happy to participate.
And the Best Actor award goes to him.
I can finally introduce myself properly. Actually, I'm Nogari-san's junior, and I've come from headquarters.
So, Department Head Isaka was in on it too?
Department Head Isaka was also worried about you. He thought you might suppress your own dreams out of concern for your current company.
I'm sorry for behaving like that toward you, even if it was a prank. Actually, I've been directing the creation of that video behind the scenes for the past 3 months.
Of course, I was the creative director.
I've been indebted to Department Head Isaka, and when I consulted him about wanting to work near my hometown, he offered me the opportunity to transfer to Love Koi Kikaku as your replacement.
Huh? Wait, why this elaborate prank?
Well, initially, we were just going to surprise you by showing you the finished video. But unexpectedly, you two had a fight, so we had to change our plans.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I never thought you'd bring up the topic of returning to headquarters on my birthday. And you had already made up your mind. And when I thought you gave it up for me, I got angry. I'm sorry for ruining the surprise you prepared for me. That cake, it had a ring in it, didn't it?
Whoa, you knew? How embarrassing! Yes, I had put an engagement ring inside that cake as a surprise. I was planning to tell you I was staying at the branch and propose to you.
So, we all hurriedly discussed it, and this prank came up.
I took the liberty of writing the script. Oh, I made it seem like I was hitting on Kanzaki-san simply as a little revenge on both of you. After all, you two had a fight a few days before the planned surprise, and since we had President Katao's cooperation, we couldn't postpone it. It was unexpected that Kanzaki-san's acting was so terrible, but please rest assured, I wasn't actually hitting on her.
Sorry. It turned into quite an elaborate prank. We wanted to make a great commercial without Takahide-kun knowing and reassure him that this company doesn't rely solely on Takahide-kun anymore.
Everyone's warm gazes were fixed on me. I was supposed to be the one concerned about everyone, but it turned out that everyone was concerned about me. I couldn't help but hug my girlfriend, with whom I had been fighting.
Takahide-kun?
I'm sorry, Noah. You put so much thought into this for me.
I'm sorry for getting angry too.
But if you were going to trick me, wouldn't it have been better for the story if Noah had fallen for Kawade-kun? Noah blushed slightly, averted her gaze, and murmured,
I didn't want to. Even if it was just acting, I didn't want Takahide-kun to see me fall for someone else.
Noah. This surprise was a sign of everyone's love for me, so that I could go back to headquarters with peace of mind and pursue my dream. Oh, I'm surrounded by such wonderful colleagues. Thank you all for doing this for me. And Noah, thank you for going this far for me and for getting angry with me. I'm sorry for being so unreliable and making you worry. I'm not much, but I'll work harder and become a better man, so... Noah Kanzaki, will you please continue to walk alongside me?
Yes, gladly.
We were showered with applause. Thus, the grand surprise and our first big fight came to an end.
Oh, President Katao? Yes, please leave the beer campaign to us again this year.
Several years later, even after I left, Love Koi Kikaku continued to improve its performance. President Katao's skills haven't diminished, and the close relationship between these two companies is rock solid. And I started my own business, and by my side is Noah, whom I headhunted as a creator. After that, we registered our marriage immediately and had a long-distance marriage, but we were finally able to start living together.
Takahide, President. About this matter.
Haha, it takes some getting used to, doesn't it? Our long distance marriage ended, and now we're together at home and at work. The company's off to a good start. My motto is to create a workplace where superiors and subordinates can communicate their thoughts without hesitation. Just as I care about others, I am also cared for by others. I learned that on that day.
Hey, aren't you Nagato? Long time no see. Shimomatsu, how long has it been? It really has been a while. Someone called out to me from behind, but I knew who it was right away. It was a familiar voice I used to hear every day. My name is Hiroki Nagato, 35 years old. The one who called out to me is Shimomatsu. We've been close friends since elementary, junior high, and high school for 12 years. But lately, we've both been busy, and even though we use the same station, we haven't seen each other for a few years. Still taking pictures of buildings, I see. I can't relax unless I do. By the way, Nagato, have you got a girlfriend? I haven't had one for 5 years now. Same here. I don't have any chances to meet anyone. Lately, I've been especially busy with the upcoming completion of a new project, and I've even forgotten that I haven't met any women. But it was surprising that even Shimomatsu, who graduated from Japan's most prestigious tea university, has no luck with women. Well, I have a group blind date this weekend. Would you like to come? Some girls from my university are bringing their friends. You know I'm not good at those kind of things. Don't say that, please. The guy who was originally supposed to go had to go on a business trip suddenly. I see. But I feel intimidated by someone like you who went to a top university. It's fate that we met here. Think of it as helping a friend in need. We don't have enough people. Okay, I'll go. So raise your head. So, for the sake of my friend Shimomatsu, I reluctantly decided to participate in the group blind date. One man and one woman were absent, and it ended up being 2-on-2. Sorry I'm late. Madoka, long time no see. This is Madoka Mine. This is my close friend, Hiroki Nagato.
It's been a while, Shimomatsu-senpai. Nagato-san, nice to meet you. This is my former colleague, Yuzuki Aragasaki.
I'm Nagato. Nice to meet you.
I'm Yuzuki. Nice to meet you.
Cheers! Lately, I've been spending my nights drinking canned beer in front of my computer at home. It's been a while since I've met people and had drinks outside like this. I wasn't really looking forward to the group blind date, but thanks to Shimomatsu and Madoka talking a lot, I was able to relax quickly. I met Madoka at a welcome party from new students who were alumni of the tennis club. Back then, she was really like a girl from the countryside.
Well, I couldn't help it. I had just moved to Tokyo. Senpai, please forget about the past.
Shimomatsu and Madoka seemed to be really close, but as for her friend, Yuzuki, rather than enjoying herself, Yuzuki gave Shimomatsu and Madoka a cold look, and then she stared at me as if she were sizing me up.
This isn't a reunion, so it's annoying when you two are the only ones having fun.
Well, I guess it can't be helped if they're talking about old times, since it's been a while since they've seen each other.
I came because Madoka said she'd introduce me to a senior from T University. Nagato-san, was it? Where did you graduate from?
Well, I graduated from high school and started working, and then I went to a correspondence university because of my qualifications.
Huh? Correspondence?
Since I was working, I could only go to a correspondence school.
Correspondence? There's no strict entrance exam, just document screening and an interview, right? Can you even call that a university graduate? I couldn't get into T University, but I went to K University. It's embarrassing to have a lower educational background than a woman. Let me tell you, I didn't decide that academic background is important. The world decided it. At my father's company where I work now, of course, there are only excellent university graduates. Correspondence school is out of the question.
I could have predicted this kind of development, and I'm already used to it. It's true that the world values academic background, and I have no intention of arguing.
Yuzuki, what are you saying? That's rude, isn't it?
What? What's wrong with telling the truth?
Even if you're Madoka's friend, I can't overlook that kind of remark. Academic background isn't everything, and Nagato has his own circumstances. It's okay, Shimomatsu. I made my decision.
See? You can't even argue. That's what happens when you're an uneducated man who ran away from tough entrance exams. It's not my fault.
The awkward atmosphere couldn't be easily restored, and the group blind date ended up disbanding. Sorry about that. I didn't think Madoka would bring a woman like that. No, Madoka defended me. I'm used to people talking about my education, so don't worry about it. Even so, that woman Yuzuki doesn't even know the circumstances. Then, I heard footsteps running after us from behind.
Senpai, Nagato-san, please wait.
When I looked back, there was Madoka, out of breath. Madoka said she really wanted to apologize, so I suggested we go for another drink, just the three of us, at a different place.
I'm really sorry for what my friend said earlier. It was rude.
It's okay, I don't mind. Did you go out of your way to chase after us just for that?
Yes, I couldn't just go home like that. Yuzuki and I were colleagues at my previous company, a construction company run by her father.
According to Madoka, she couldn't keep up with Yuzuki's excessive pride and had lost touch with her after changing jobs. But recently, Yuzuki kept contacting her to introduce her to a man who graduated from T University, so she reluctantly set up today's group blind date.
I thought she would have calmed down a bit since it's been a while since I've seen her, but she's gotten even more arrogant. I'm really sorry.
So that's what happened. Madoka, I thought you might have thought that I like that kind of woman. Maybe she's not so bad? Hey, Nagato! Come outside for a sec! After that, by talking slowly, I got to know Madoka's personality. After quitting the construction company, she works for a travel agency, and also participates in local environmental protection activities. I gradually became attracted to Madoka. Meanwhile, Yuzuki, who had said whatever she wanted to me, was reporting on the drinking party to her father at home.
Listen, Dad. At the T University alumni mixer today, there was a guy who graduated from a correspondence university. It was awful.
Correspondence? A man's worth is based on how much he earns. A correspondence university graduate probably doesn't have a decent job.
I'm sure of it. But don't worry, I wouldn't get involved with a low-educated man.
But there are exceptions, like the architectural designer Nagato. There's a ceremony coming up. Let's go together.
Nagato? That's the same name as the guy from earlier. Well, it's a coincidence, I guess. It's nothing to worry about.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We're about to begin the opening ceremony for the new art museum, themed around coexistence with nature.
1 month later, Mr. Arakasegi and his daughter were at an art museum. A large number of invited guests were gathered there.
Wow, there are a lot of people. Is this museum that popular?
It's a collaboration between an up-and-coming designer and 5 major construction companies. We're barely managing to get a small part of the exterior work.
It's amazing that you were even able to get involved, Dad. It'll improve the company's image.
That's right. Even if it doesn't bring in much money, we have to do these kinds of showy jobs.
Now let's welcome Mr. Hiroki Nagato, the designer of this museum.
Huh? No way!
That's the Hiroki Nagato I was talking about the other day.
How can this be? He's a Correspondence University graduate, but he's such a famous architectural designer.
If our company could get a direct contract with Mr. Nagato's office, we would make an unbelievable amount of money.
Mr. Nagato, thank you for your hard work. Coexistence with nature. That was a great speech.
Thank you. I plan to further accelerate the theme of coexistence with nature in the future.
Was there something that inspired you?
Yes, I had a good encounter recently. I'd always considered myself more aware of the various impacts of architecture on the natural environment than other designers. That feeling was being further amplified by my recent encounter with Madoka. Mr. Nagato, nice to meet you. I'm Arakasugi, president of Arakasugi Construction. I wanted to greet you. Ah, you're the president of Arakasugi Construction. Oh, you know about my company? That's an honor. Of course, you're a famous construction company. Your daughter's name is Yuzuki, right? I happened to meet her the other day. What? Why didn't she tell me such an important thing? Hey, Yuzuki, come here! Called by her father, Yuzuki appeared from the crowd. She looked a little pale and extremely awkward.
Well, I'm Yuzuki. My father is very grateful for your work.
Don't be so formal. We've had drinks together, haven't we? Well, I wasn't aware of such a relationship. I'm so sorry. Hey, Yuzuki, greet him properly. Hey, where are you going? Perhaps because she felt too uncomfortable, Yuzuki ran away from the scene. A few days after the mixer, I came to have lunch with Madoka, whom I had been seeing frequently.
Wow. So that's what happened at the museum ceremony.
I might have been a bit too sarcastic.
But just a little, right? It wasn't enough. It's outrageous to be called uneducated without knowing the circumstances.
Only university graduates are eligible to take the first-class architect exam, and since I started working at my father's architectural firm, correspondence school was my only option.
The prejudice against correspondence university graduates never goes away. But it's amazing that you studied while working and passed the first-class architect exam.
Thank you. So you said on the phone that you had something to discuss today. I'll listen if you'd like.
About that. It's actually about Aragasaki construction.
I listened to Madoka talk about the hidden circumstances of her former workplace, Arakasugi Construction, and a certain incident that had occurred recently. At first, I intended to just listen to Madoka's worries, but the content was far from something I could overlook. For Madoka, who tearfully told me the truth, I promised to help her. Meanwhile, a heated argument was taking place between father and daughter in the living room of the Arakasugi house. Why didn't you tell me you met Mr. Nagato? And what's with running away like that?
It's not my fault. It's your fault, Dad. You taught me that academic background is everything, so it's been ingrained in me.
I told you there are exceptions. You didn't say anything rude to Mr. Nagato, did you?
I did. I said it was embarrassing to have a low education. It couldn't be helped. I didn't know he was a famous architect at the time.
What have you done?
Well, see? He didn't seem to mind it much. It's okay.
Don't you understand that Mr. Nagato was just being mature about it? Wait a minute. The fact that he wasn't unkind to Yuzuki after her blunder means there might be a chance. Yuzuki, you don't have any prejudice against Mr. Nagato now, do you? What do you think of him as a man?
Well, he's such a famous person, and he must have a lot of money. I'd practically beg him.
Alright, let's proceed with the marriage proposal.
A marriage proposal? That's a bit sudden.
It's the perfect marriage of convenience for our company, and Yuzuki herself doesn't think he's a bad match. It's a win-win situation.
That may be so, but I wonder if he'll accept.
Don't underestimate my negotiation skills. I've built this company from the ground up. I'll definitely make this marriage proposal happen.
Really? The wife of a top-class architect? I like it. Dad, do your best.
2 months later, Mr. Arakasugi and his daughter visited a certain rural town.
It's cold, even though it's spring. Where is this place? Dad, is this really the designated spot?
Mr. Nagato agreed to the marriage proposal. We have to go wherever he says.
Even so, it doesn't make sense to designate such a rural area as a meeting place.
I wonder why this place too. But don't complain. You have to put up with anything until we are officially married.
I know that. Wow, look at the distant mountains. They're still covered in snow.
They really are. No wonder it's cold. Yuzuki, do you have any connection to this countryside?
Of course not. Do you?
No, I don't think so. But what kind of surprise is Mr. Nagato planning?
We've arrived.
Huh? Here? There are a lot of people gathered.
What's all the commotion?
Huh? Everyone's glaring at us. Why? Is it my imagination?
It's not your imagination. The residents of this town have been waiting for the people from Arakasuki Construction. I stepped forward, representing the gathered residents. Welcome. You must be tired from your long journey. Mr. Nagato, what is the meaning of this? Does this scenery look familiar to you? Well, it looks familiar, but I'm not sure. The slope of that mountain over there used to be a thriving ski resort. It certainly was a ski resort, but I don't ski, so I don't really know where. The parts still covered in white snow are where the slopes used to be. Yes, and? Look closely. Do you see anything under the snow? That's... Oh, I remember now. Our company might have installed those. That's right. Thousands of solar panels have been installed on the vast treeless slope. Is there a problem with that? There are many cases where closed ski resorts and golf courses are turned into mega solar farms. There may be some effective reuse examples, but you see, this is a snowy region that's cold even in spring. So what? Cold regions need eco-friendly power. Mega solar is perfect, isn't it? The problem is that the president has such limited knowledge. Snow accumulates and becomes incredibly heavy. Look closely at the panels. What are you trying to say? Yes, they're tilting, because they can't withstand the weight of the snow. Even if they weren't collapsing, they wouldn't function with snow piled on them. Moreover, considering the short daylight hours in this region during winter, it was reckless to build a mega solar farm in the first place. That was the decision of the person in charge at the time. You gave the go-ahead, and don't you forget that there was an employee in your company who strongly opposed this construction. Well, unfortunately, I don't remember that.
There's no way you don't remember.
Madoka, who had been hidden in the crowd, stepped forward, raising her voice. She glared at the president with a sharp look I had never seen before.
President, it's been a while. I'm Mine Madoka. I won't let you say you've forgotten.
You're the mastermind behind this grand performance, dragging even Mr. Nagato in it.
That's right. This is my hometown where I was born and raised. I've known everyone gathered here since we were children. It's a fact that the ski resort, which was the lifeline of this rural town with no tourism, closed down, and everyone was almost left with nothing back then. But I strongly opposed the company's policy because building a mega solar farm on a snowy slope is too dangerous. Do you remember?
Well, did something like that happen?
I appealed directly to you, President, many times, but you wouldn't listen, so I submitted my resignation.
The collapse is just a consequence. It makes no sense for an employee of our company, who stands to profit, to oppose it.
I wouldn't have opposed it if the company had taken full responsibility until the end, but after the installation, you completely abandoned the management to another company. It's too irresponsible to make a huge profit from the installation fee of the solar panels and then pretend you don't know anything about what happens afterward.
Grr.
We could have reforested the former ski resort site and returned it to its natural state, but now we also need to remove the panel equipment. The hurdles have been raised. Moreover, The management company you designated is out of contact and has disappeared. How do you intend to take responsibility for this environmental destruction?
I've thoroughly investigated your company. You're buying up abandoned ski resorts, aren't you? It looks like you're the savior of the struggling snow mountain industry. But in reality, you're buying up mountain slopes cheaply, building mega solar farms, and planning to escape before they collapse, right? No such thing. What evidence do you have? This is troubling. I can't be slandered based on speculation. Madoka and the residents here are witnesses. I'll have the media report on this extensively, and I'm recording this conversation right now. The president visibly flinched and fell silent. The worst media and recordings seemed to have hit him hard, and he finally gave up. I apologize for luring him here under the pretense of a marriage proposal, but I needed to show the person involved this disastrous situation.
Oh, wait a minute. The reckless mega solar project here was Dad's decision. It has nothing to do with me, right?
Unfortunately, it's not very convincing, coming from someone who was scheduled to become a director of a mega solar company that pretended to revitalize ski resorts.
You've investigated that much?
Environmental destruction for the sake of profit is unforgivable. Be prepared. Your company will be banned from any work I'm involved in from now on.
No way!
As if realizing the possibility of being excluded from the construction industry, both Yuzuki and her father collapsed to their knees. Later, Arakasugi Construction, which had been reported to have ignored environmental destruction and continued unfair construction practices, fell into a management crisis. They desperately tried to defend themselves, but perhaps due to their past arrogance, no company came to their rescue, and they had to close down their business. Only a large amount of compensation remained, and the father would be chasing after it for the rest of his life. As for the daughter, maybe there's still a chance for her to change her ways. Meanwhile, I was taking pictures of the magnificent cherry blossom trees in full bloom in Madoka's hometown, which had finally reached full bloom in May.
You always take pictures of buildings for study, but today is cherry blossoms, Hiroki.
Madoka-san, no, Madoka and I naturally started dating, and we stopped using honorifics and started calling each other by our first names. I've never seen such beautiful cherry blossom trees before. I want to incorporate these beautiful cherry blossoms into my next architectural design.
Wonderful! Then, so as not to spoil Hiroki's image, I have to work hard to protect this beautiful nature.
New buildings can sometimes destroy the existing nature and the lives of the people who live there. How can we coexist? That's probably not something you can learn from studying. That's right, it's certainly a meritocratic society, but being able to study isn't everything. Rather, because of that, it's easy for our character to remain immature, and shouldn't we place more importance on it? Arimi, I can't. Let's break up. This is an old memory of me, Kentaro Mabuchi, probably about 2 years ago. Why am I remembering this now?
Why? If you stay with me, you won't have to suffer.
Arimi, you have changed. I like the old you better. You were full of energy.
Kentaro!
The next day this memory came back to me. I knew this was a sign of a reunion. This is Arimi Miren, who is joining the company mid-career from today. Huh?
Long time no see.
I'm currently 26 and work at a company that develops and provides electronic payment services. My high school classmate and ex, Arimi Miren, joined same sales department as me. Arimi. What? Do you two know each other? Perfect. Then, Mabuchi, you should train her. What? My boss said so casually. After she finished greeting others, they returned to their work.
I'm happy to be able to meet you again at my new job. We are bound by fate after all.
As soon as there were no more people around, Miden snuggled up to me. I'm surprised too. What a coincidence.
It can't be a coincidence. I came because you are here. I asked my father to help me join this company.
For some reason, Miden's father started his own company and became a huge success. The company is said to be still growing rapidly. Apparently, her father and an executive at her company knew each other, and he got Miden to join the company. Because I'm here? When I was caught up in Miden's words and tried to ask her back, a female employee called out to me.
Mabuchi-san, sorry. Do you still have enough brochures?
Yeah, I still have them. Thank you. At the same time as I responded to the female employee, I heard a burst of laughter coming from the side.
What is that? Those peeling nails? Maybe you're doing it to yourself to save money? Ah, that's true. I was thinking of fixing this, but I didn't have time.
She shyly hides her hands behind her back.
Will a poor woman who can't even go to a nail salon please stay away from Kentaro?
Hey, what a thing to say! Moreover, Miden-san, what right do you have to say that? Before I could say that, Miden interrupted me.
He's my Kentaro, so it's only natural that I eliminate those who get in my way. So Kentaro, let's start over.
I'm at a loss for words due to this unexpected development. The female employee also quickly left, looking awkward. I don't understand, and it doesn't make sense at all. What are you saying after all these years?
It's past for you, but not for me. Now that you've spent your time alone, I thought it's time for you to reaffirm my worth.
For some reason, Miden is confident that she can get back together with me. I tell her once and for all, however. I'm sorry, but I already have a girlfriend, and I have no intention of starting over with you, Miden-san. I'll show you around the office first, so come with me. As if to say there's nothing more to talk about, I changed the subject and started walking.
A girlfriend, huh?
Despite being clearly refused, Miden smiles fearlessly. I didn't notice that.
Welcome, Kentaro.
In the evening, this is my favorite koi izakaya. It's a weird name, but the food is delicious. I feel like I want to drink today.
You come here 3 or 4 times a week. You always want to drink.
The girl who laughs heartily is Akiko Kadokawa.
Don't say that, Akiko-chan. Mabu-chan is also coming to see you, right?
Hey, I know. Kentaro is deeply in love with me.
Translation: I'm jealous of you two.
How did you get that? Even so, don't dribble with the customer's chin, Akiko. I'm really sorry that they are stupidly in love with each other.
This is the store manager and Akiko's father. Regulars affectionately call him Kachan. And as you may have guessed, Akiko is my girlfriend.
But Akiko's mother passed away when she was young, and Akiko had to work hard here with only me by her side.
Apparently, this pub was originally a diner, and Kachan's wife, Akiko's mother, was a regular here. And she fell in love with Kachan and they got married. That led to a shift to izakaya. However, Akiko's mother was in poor health, and she passed away when Akiko was young.
When she was little, she was often teased because we were so poor, so I felt so sorry. Despite that, she has grown up to be such a wonderful woman, and now she even has a boyfriend.
Here it is again. I've told you many times that everything is okay now thanks to Mom's teachings.
Hey, Kachan, your tears will probably make all the food salty.
This izakaya really feels cozy. The whole store is filled with warm laughter. Koikoi izakaya is always like this. Attracted to Kachan and Akiko's personalities, the pub is now crowded with regulars every day. I like this atmosphere.
Kentaro! It's lunchtime now, right? Would you like to go with me?
1 week since Miren joined the company. I had flatly rejected her, but it seems like she still hasn't given up. It's okay, I have a bento. Besides, we're at work, so don't call me Kentaro.
Bento? Kentaro, have you started cooking? Or is it your GF?
I went to Koikoi Izakaya yesterday and Akiko gave me this bento. Yeah, so what? At the same time as I nod, Miren puts her hand on my lunchbox and spreads it out without permission. Hey, what are you doing?
What is this? Only boiled and brown colored foods? Is your girlfriend a granny?
Do you really enjoy making fun of others like that?
I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just stating the facts.
Miren snorts and answers me without any malice. Are you still dragging the past? That doesn't mean you can vent your anger on others.
Stop! Shut up! Even if it's you, I won't let you bring up the past!
Miren suddenly yells at my words. For a moment, all eyes in the office were on her, but everyone seemed to want nothing to do with her, so they quickly went back to work. Miren leaves the office floor, looking embarrassed and mumbling something. Good evening.
Welcome, Kentaro.
I came to Koiko Izakaya as usual. It seems to be busy, since it's a Friday evening. The lunchbox was delicious. Thank you.
Good, good. You even washed the box. As expected, you're so disciplined.
Yeah?
Hey, Kentaro, would you like to go out somewhere on Sunday? It's been a while.
As a regular, I always know what I'm going to drink, so I don't even have to place an order. It comes automatically. As Akiko places my drink on the table, she speaks to me in a bright voice. Yeah, of course, let's go. I have weekends off, and Akiko has a day off on Sundays, so we always go out on Sundays.
Yay! It's decided then. Then I'll think about where to go and let you know. Yeah, so fluffy.
And Sunday, at Akiko's suggestion, we went to a Shiba Inu cafe in Tokyo.
Look, they're so cute! Kentaro, you touch them too. Wait, he's surrounded? Oh my, he's so popular. It's my first time seeing someone like this. Oh, wow. They're all girls. What?
Hey, stop threatening the dogs. Oh, she fell asleep. So cute.
Do you feel a little better?
Huh? As I was petting the Shiba Inu that had fallen asleep on my thigh, Akiko said that.
I realized you've been feeling a little tired lately. You didn't seem to be feeling well at the pub either.
Akiko. As expected of a customer service professional, Akiko sees people well. The cause of my recent anxiety was Miren. I told Akiko honestly about what's been happening recently.
I see. That's troublesome.
Yeah, she looks down on everyone at the company, just because she's the president's daughter and has money. She's isolated at work, and no matter how many times I reject her, she just won't give up.
What a waste, that girl. There's no point in comparing yourself to others. Well, I don't really care what that person says, though.
After Akiko finished listening to my story, she held her chest out as if to say she was totally fine. You're really strong. I really like that about you, Akiko.
Kentaro.
Whoa!
Are we gonna fight again? Grrr.
I said stop fighting with dogs! I was touched by Akiko's kindness, and my feelings for her grew even stronger. Meanwhile,
I found it! Kantaro is mine. There's no way a poor girl from Izakaya can make Kentaro happy.
Miren was plotting something. A disturbing shadow was about to reach her happy lives.
Welcome. Are you alone? Yeah. Take this seat then.
One night, while I was busy working overtime, Miren came to Akiko's pub.
What would you like to drink? Huh! What's going on here? Is there only cheap alcohol like this? Isn't there a Romane Conti? Romane Conti? If that's what you want, you might be at the wrong place. Well, water is fine then. I don't want to drink something weird and get sick. Okay.
Akiko and the regulars next to her were stunned.
Oh, hey, Akiko-chan, what is that customer? First time here?
A regular who was listening to the series of exchanges got worried and quietly talked to Akiko.
Yeah, the clothes she's wearing are brand name items and she wants Romane Conchi. Maybe she came in by accident and feels awkward to leave.
Hey, Akiko, don't you get angry easily and get into trouble with customers, okay?
I won't! You always say customers are gods.
While parring Kachan's joke, Akiko brings water to Miren.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Have you decided to order your food? Before that, I seem to have dropped an important branded ring on the floor. Could you look for it for me?
What? You should do that yourself.
It's okay. Thank you. Excuse me for a moment.
While thanking the regular who tried to protect her, Akiko begins to search for Miren's ring. Then, Miren's hand violently knocks down the glass. The water spilled from the cup and dripped down, soaking Akiko's shoulders.
Oh, I'm sorry. My hand slipped.
Hey, didn't you do that on purpose?
On what basis? It was an accident.
Akiko slowly raises her head, confused. Miren speaks while looking at Akiko.
Anyway, you're covered in water. That looks good on a poor person like you. Are you Kentaro's girlfriend? I came here to tell you this today. Poor people are no match for him. Break up with him. Huh?
Akiko connects the dots as Miren says that with a triumphant smile on her face.
Maybe you? The ex Kentaro is talking about.
Hey, you! What on earth are you doing to my daughter?
Hey, Dad, I'm fine. You're the one who told me not to get into a fight with customers.
Kachan, who was actually caring for her while cooking, finally got angry.
If you say Akiko is poor, that's my fault. Don't blame her. It's because I'm worthless. If you have any complaints, tell me.
Dad?
I won't forgive you for making fun of this pub and Kachan and Akiko. They serve cheap and delicious food without taking big profit margins, which is why we can come here for drinks every day.
Yeah, that's right! No matter how much money you have, you can't look down on others! Following Kachan, the regulars started protesting against Miren one after another.
Everyone? What is this pub? I'm talking to this woman. It has nothing to do with you guys.
Miren, this is the difference between you and Akiko.
Kentaro!
I stare at Miren while trying to calm my erratic breath. One of our regulars messaged me saying the pub is in trouble.
What difference? What do you mean?
It's obvious now. Do you have people who can help you when something like this happens? She probably doesn't have any friends that she can think of. Miren bites her lip in frustration.
So what? In the end, what will help you in the end is the money, right? In fact, I found out about this place because I paid a PI. You can move people as long as you have money. Kentaro, you will be happier with me than with such a poor woman. I have that much power.
Miren's angry voice echoes throughout the pub.
Why are you so fixated on money?
Akiko expresses doubts about Miren's abnormal obsession with money. Miren used to be poor too.
Stop!
I continue talking while looking at Miren, who is desperately trying to interrupt the conversation. When Miren was in high school, her father was laid off from his company and started his own business. But things didn't go well at first, and they ended up poor. Because of that, people around her started to make fun of her. I was the only one who talked to Miren. That's how we started dating. That's probably the reason why she's so fixated on me too. But later, Miren's father's business became successful, and Miren became rich. From then on, Miren changed. She started letting money speak for herself and making fun of others.
That's right! That's why I hate people! The only person I can trust is Kentaro, who helped me back then! Kentaro is the only one I have, and the only one who can make Kentaro happy is me, who has the money!
Miren raises her voice again. Akiko, who had been thinking for a while after listening to the story, started speaking quietly.
I used to be poor, and was made fun of and ignored, but I didn't really care. I think what's important is how you feel about yourself, no matter what anyone says to you. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Because even though people around me made fun of me, I was proud of my dad, and the customers are kind. I think I've always been happy.
Akiko was also probably thinking, what the heck is Miren saying?
Above all, isn't it kind of sad when you have to change yourself depending on what people say about you? I learned from my mom that no matter who says what about you, you can live a wonderful life depending on how you think about yourself.
Oh, she told you that, huh?
Mom! I was made fun of again today. Am I actually a bad girl? Akiko? Oh, there's no need to feel depressed. Just because people say something bad to you. What's important is that you love yourself. And find happiness. And be grateful to those around you. I also hated myself for being so sickly. But I was able to marry your dad and meet you. That's why my life has a perfect score of 100. What about you? Yeah, I love both you and Dad. My life is perfect too.
I see. That's so like her.
Tears come to Kachan and the regular's eyes.
Yeah, so I don't feel ashamed of myself. There's no shame in spending every day with your loved ones at your precious pub.
I couldn't help but smile when I heard those words. I've never met her, but as expected of Akiko's mother.
Kentaro.
I quickly turned my attention to Miren. Miren, I don't care if you're poor or rich. We're together because we love each other. In the first place, I don't want to be with someone who takes revenge on others.
Oh wait! Kentaro! I only have you!
I have nothing more to say. you're causing trouble to the pub. Please leave. I guess she couldn't argue back. Miden still seemed to want to say something, but she quietly left. I'm sorry. I caused trouble to you.
Well, that's fine. The customers are forgiving, and above all, I heard a good story.
I apologize that Miden caused so much trouble to them. Katja and the regulars were really kind, and they all forgave me.
At least I hope this will be an opportunity for her to change.
After that, when Miden realized she can't get back together with me, she quickly quit her job. It seems like she doesn't have any friends to listen to her stories, so she just became depressed and holed up at home. Well, that's punishment for making fun of those around her. I too hope she changes.
Well, Akiko-chan's story was really moving. Yeah, as expected of your wife and daughter, Kat-chan. Mabu-chan, there's no other good girl like her, you know? You should be quick to make her yours completely. You know what I mean?
Huh? I already proposed to Akiko. Didn't you know?
What?
The surprised voices of Katchan and the regulars echoed throughout the pub. Yeah, it was just a short while ago. Huh? Akiko, haven't you even told Katchan yet?
I was so happy that I forgot to tell him.
You idiot! What kind of daughter would forget to report her father such an important thing?
As long as you live, you may face unreasonable things. But in times like that, I want you to find happiness and think positively. I think that having a mindset like that will make a big difference in your life.